Howdy everyone and welcome. My name is the Majin Jester and I'm back with the 5th part of What If the Z-Fighter were Celebrities. When we left last time, we discussed the famous Z-Fighters were doing during the 5 years after Piccolo Jr., with us seeing how members reacted to the fame, or how some fame led to the members to some new events. Let's get right back into it before a certain foe arrives. To start off with, while I mentioned the birth of Gohan last time, I wish to mention a few changes that happened after he was born, mostly to do with Chi-Chi's thought process about him and training in general. To start off with, Chi-Chi isn't going to do a 180 from her canon thoughts on the matter. She still wants a more safe life of study for Gohan, but this time, with how it's been shown that the life Goku and the other Free Fighters have led can be prosperous, and the fact she knows the expectations that will be on Gohan because of his father, she is more open to the idea of having Gohan train. This wouldn't change much immediately as Gohan is young and isn't trained at the time obviously. She and Goku do some small playing types of exercise with him sometimes, like the things you would do with a small child, but that's practically it. Also, I should address that since they are famous, everyone knows Goku and Chi-Chi had a kid, and the Z-Fighters have visited to congratulate the pair and say hello a few times, but not often. Except for Krillin, since he comes to train with Goku, and plays with Gohan sometimes, with Gohan treating him as an uncle. Moving on from that, like normal, this is around the time when Raditz lands on the planet, where he kills a farmer before using his scouter to look around. So the pathetic creatures of this planet are still alive. Kakarot has failed us. I'm picking up 2 high power levels near here. 349 and 370. Kakarot will be the strongest one. Prepare yourself, brother! But instead of going to Piccolo like the original, power levels are slightly different this time around. And while Piccolo is stronger in the original slightly, given how he has 2 people he wants to destroy, the fact that he wears weighted clothing, meaning that his power level is slightly reduced, means that the power level depicted by Raditz is Tien, with his school and wanting to surpass Piccolo, just in case, allowing for a much higher level than in the original, making Raditz head off towards Sun City and arriving at the Phoenix School. At the school, Tien, Yamcha, and the rest of them are all training, with the addition of Hercule training as well, and his daughter Videl watching from the sidelines as suddenly someone flies into the school as the stranger is talking to himself as he flies in. Kakarot, you imbecile! Have you done nothing? The creatures on this planet are thriving. They should be wiped out! Before he lands and looks around at the now confused Phoenix School. Excuse me, I was looking for a man named Kakarot, and thought one of you was him. But I guess I was mistaken. Gurren speaks up first. Yeah, no Kakarado, or whatever you call them here. A tension in the air from them all feeling how strong Raditz is. A tension that Raditz fully ignores. Well, that's disappointing. Guess I'll have to look some more. But I'm surprised the weaklings of this planet were able to achieve such even these meager power levels of 370 and below for the rest of you. With Pomput then joining the conversation. Another planet, huh? About that, when you got here, you mentioned how you were planning to wipe it out? I just have to ask, silly question really. You were joking, right? A serious tone to his voice. Raditz just smirks. I was quite serious actually. If you want, I can give you a demonstration. Have to make up for lost time for Kakarot. But as Raditz is taking his scouter off, he detects Goku's weighted power level of 380. Well, it looks like it's your lucky day. I just found a higher power level at the edge of my scouter's range. This has to be Kakarot. This time I'm sure. As Raditz begins to fly away, but Tien flies to stop him while Chaozu tries to stop Raditz but can't. I'm sorry, but after what you said, I can't allow you to just leave. Raditz looks annoyed before he gets a smirk and the tail swings while Tien blocks it, but he is still sent hurtling to the ground. This causes everyone in the Phoenix School and Yamcha to get in the stance while Hercule is grabbing Videl and thinks about what to do, before Yurine says, Go, save Videl! As Hercule begins to fly away. Why you, says Gurren as he launches his lassoing gun that Raditz just breaks through as Yurine, Pomput, and Yamcha send Dodon rays and a Kamehameha respectively that do no damage. Impressive, you Nats managed to send some of my arm hair. But since you're so resistant to me leaving, let me leave you a parting gift. The demonstration I mentioned before. Raditz raises one hand before charging energy into a pink ball that he throws towards the school. Saturday Crash! Hope you enjoy it! It'll make up for my brother's failure of this city! As Raditz flies away, Tien is getting up as he and Yamcha rush to catch the blast before it hits the ground. As they do, they catch it but are only managing to delay it. Chaozu and Launch join in, telepathically trying to hold the blast, while the rest of the Phoenix School join in and holding the blast. Eventually, though the blast does blow up, their efforts are able to hold back most of the blast from destroying the city. The blast still annihilates the Phoenix School and a few blocks of the city as windows across it shatter and buildings shake. All that is left is the living but beaten Phoenix School and the rubble of their school, as well as buildings across the blocks with survivors and those not so lucky. Eventually, Hercule returns and begins to pull them out and confirm they are alive and helping as they struggle to get up, with Tien, who forces himself up and starts to help, as he says, "I failed them!" Around this time is where Goku goes to visit Roshi, Bulma, and Krillin. In this scenario, just to visit because Bulma and Roshi rarely see Gohan. They talk about Gohan and the 4-star ball in his hat before feeling a large power in Sun City along with Phoenix School before the latter decreases, as suddenly Krillin gets a call from the king. Krillin moves to take it as the king tells him, "General Krillin, there's a situation. A man suddenly appeared in Sun City looking for someone named Kakarot, but took on and destroyed the Phoenix School and several blocks of the city. The Phoenix School are alive and hurt, but there are many casualties in the city. Reports from Tien have stated that he talked like he wasn't from this planet and came to do harm. I need you to inform Goku and meet up to figure out a plan." Krillin is shocked and confused but focuses, "Yes sir," before he goes to the group and informs them. Before they can figure out a plan, Goku, Krillin, and Master Roshi sense something as they freeze before Raditz arrives. "Finally found you! There you are, Kakarot!" Goku is confused while Krillin is tense and trying to figure out a plan when the man described just appeared as a similar scene to the original reveal scene happens with Raditz, with a few changes such as Raditz mentioning Sun City as an example of what Goku was supposed to do. As well as this, somehow they're even more antagonistic to Raditz than the original as they heard about Sun City. Krillin also takes the hit from Raditz slightly better, but is still knocked down along with Goku as Gohan is kidnapped. As Goku and Krillin are helped up by Roshi and Bulma, Krillin reports what happened to the king, as Goku is getting ready to leave when Piccolo arrives as normal. Because, even when Piccolo is not confronted, he could still sense what happened and how easily the Phoenix School was defeated, and reluctantly knows that this power is above him. At the idea of teaming up with Piccolo, Krillin and King Fury are quite a bit resistant, but acquiesce because of the situation, with King Fury saying, "The enemy threatened to wipe out this planet. I guess it comes down to this. General Krillin, you will follow and support to aid Goku and help if Piccolo betrays Goku." With Piccolo responding, "I'd like to see you try, small fry." But Goku says something before they go. "Krillin, I'd like you to at least stay back. If you die this time, you can't be revived again." And while Krillin goes to argue, a part of him is relieved from his fear, but most of him wanting to prove himself, until King Fury agrees. "You're right, Goku. General, follow, but stay back unless needed." There is a pause, but Krillin reluctantly accepts before giving Bulma his spare communication device so that they can stay in the loop and talk to the king as the three fly off. As they are flying off, Bulma brings out a capsule. Roshi asks what she is doing before Bulma responds, "I've been working on something. Normal cameras are prone to getting destroyed in battles between people like Goku, like in the battle with Piccolo. I made a set of cameras specifically for them. Was mainly going to be used to show what spars look like, but I don't want to miss this." Out of the capsule came a box that dispenses a set of 6 small drone-like cameras that fly off in the direction of the 3 fighting Raditz. When they arrive, at first it goes similar to Canon, with Krillin staying back and the cameras taking a little time to arrive. Also, as Piccolo and Goku take off their weighted clothes, their power levels are stated to be 435 and 460 respectively. This is until the point where Piccolo fails to dodge a blast from Raditz and loses an arm. Piccolo says that he has a new move like normal, but something is different. "I've been developing a new attack to kill you, but I haven't mastered it as much as I'd like. It'll take a long time to charge the move." As Goku goes to fight Raditz like no original. But as we get to the point where Raditz's tail is grabbed and Goku ends up letting it go like Canon, right when Raditz is about to attack Goku and the special beam cannon has not even charged once, Krillin flies in and surprise attacks Raditz, sending him away. "I won't stay on the sidelines. If you need to buy time, I'm here for you, Goku." Away from here, Bulma and Roshi are flying on their way like Canon as King Furry is watching the footage from his castle. He is shocked to see Krillin jumping in, but agrees it is probably necessary even if everyone watching is worried for Krillin. Angry, Raditz flies back. "You pathetic creatures! You dare attack me with your power level of 360? You've chosen yourself as the first to die!" The battle resumes as Krillin and Goku now work together to fight off the now angered Raditz as they are struggling but manage to keep him distracted. But Krillin is having a tough time as he is being targeted. This is about time when Piccolo charges the special beam cannon and fires it, but Raditz dodges like Canon. "Damn, I should be able to fire it again, but it'll take time. I should have focused on this move more." Piccolo goes to charge it again, but Raditz, noticing the move's power and being thoroughly angered, feels a need to end this, as he charges up a blast to blow the area and fires it towards Piccolo. Krillin gets in the way to stop it and struggling with it, while Goku charges a Kamehameha and fires it, and together they manage to stop the blast. But they are tired as Raditz flies forward. "I promise you'll be the first to die!" As he is about to attack Krillin, but before he hits, a flash of light appears as everyone is blinded as a weaker and injured set of TNs is here. "This is for my students!" As the sets of TNs fly towards Raditz and send him away, attacking together while he is blind, but slower and weaker than normal. Krillin and Goku fly towards Tien to thank him, while Tien responded, "It's nothing. Had to make up for letting this guy attack Sun City and my students like he did. But I won't be much help. I'll try to act as a distraction." As the 4 of them attacks Raditz as Piccolo charges his move. But it's a fading effort as Raditz is angered and attacking for keeps, as Tien is merely an annoyance when not off guard and Krillin and Goku are tiring out. This results in Raditz eventually overwhelming the 4 as they are on the ground. "You pests were annoying, but it's time to end this!" As he charges a double sundae to attack both Piccolo and the other 4 at the same time, but seeing his father and uncle hurt, Gohan gets mad and like Canon flies out to Pod and hits Raditz, stunning him before he gets up to attack Gohan, but Goku grabs onto him. Goku struggles to hold him more than the original as he immediately yells, "Piccolo, do it!" as Piccolo fires the move, piercing Raditz and Goku as they fall to the ground, with Krillin and Tien in shock as well as the people watching on the cameras horrified. The next bits are decently similar to canon with a few changes. The camera group arrives as they all go to see Goku, who dies, and Raditz curses them and tells them of the other Saiyans while Piccolo mentions the Dragon Balls. The point where it starts to change is after Raditz dies. Krillin goes to walk to get Gohan, while Tien feels he's responsible for what happened. As if he was less weakened, a double of him could have grabbed Radix like Goku did. But suddenly, a blast from Piccolo flies out towards Tien. He barely dodges, never letting his guard down truly around Piccolo. However, the blast explodes into tiny sharp ki blasts that hit both Tien's and Krillin as they fall weak and bleeding.
While making a move for Goku, also worked on a move for you, Cyclops, and your doubles. You should feel honored, and guess it works on small fries too.
As everyone is horrified as Piccolo grabs Gohan.
This boy has potential and I'm gonna use it. I know you coddled the brat, so he's coming with me. You're only alive as you'll be useful against those other Saiyans. Try and find me and I'll kill the brat and then you. So just get ready for the Saiyans and remember that.
As he flies off. The group is horrified. The loss of their friends and hero, more invaders, and now this? Krillin feels useless as he wonders how he will face Chi-Chi, while Tien feels just as useless as he couldn't keep anybody safe. Bulma is finding her radar and is already planning to find them while trying to keep a brave face, while King Furry wonders how to tell the world of this and their lost hero. And with that, we fade out for now, as next time we will see how the famous Z Fighters recover from this and prepare for the Saiyans. Before we go, here is a list of the power levels for the episode. Right there. And I would like to say goodbye and see y'all next episode. My audio cut off for this bit, so I just had to go for voiceover. See you next time on What If the Z Fighters Were Celebrities.